know what? I'm not going to say hi to her really loud. I'm going to be super quiet because whenever I'm loud, I always scare her. Just watch. Hi, Rachel. Oh my gosh.
Scared me. Kate.
I didn't think you'd get scared from that. I'm sorry.
You know that I scare easily. My goodness, look what you made me do.
Well,
and now the markers just got everywhere.
Well, sorry about that.
The keys fell. Man, you scared me. I almost peed my pants this time.
Well, I'm glad that didn't happen. Well, you looked distraught, though, when I was going to see you. Is everything okay?
No, everything's not okay.
What's wrong?
Well, I got this phone call for a new job. I mean, this is a really big job, and it's finally going to get my name out there as a super builder.
Well, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, except for that it's really hard. And she's very specific, and I got to get it just right. And it's just not coming together, and I need to make sure that everything gets safe and that my new boss gets everything that she wants. But I think I need a specific tool to make it happen, and I just can't find it anywhere.
Well, you're at the right place. Like you said, we're at the very best stuff workshop, known for the very best tools. I mean, that's what you said.
Well, I mean, exactly. And there are a lot of really great tools at the very best stuff workshop. I mean, after all, that's why you call it a VBS workshop. And I've already packed up some of really helpful tools, but there's just this one specific thing that has to get done, and it needs a tool, and I just don't think there's any tool out there that's going to help me with it. You know, there's just no hope. It's useless. I just give up. I'm going to have to just start just doing useless jobs, and I won't be a super builder anymore. I'll just make things like a hair blow dryer that makes your hair wet, or shoes that you only wear on the top of your feet, or a back scratcher for giraffes. Wait, that's not gonna work. Their necks are too long. They can't even reach their own backs. I just give up. It's hopeless.
Rachel, if it's any consolation at all, I wouldn't buy any of those things.
How is that supposed to help me? No, gosh, it's hopeless. You might as well just leave me here to rot.
Rachel, if there's one thing I know, there's always hope.
Nope. No.
Come on, Rachel. Come on, get up. We got stuff to do.
I don't want it. Not gonna.
I'll make you a sandwich if you get up.
A sandwich?
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich?
We have a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Peanut butter and honey. This is Rachel, reporting for duty.
All right, let me go get it.
Can't wait. Peanut butter and honey, my favorite sandwich. It's gonna be so good.
Is it good? Need some milk? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll put that down. Anyway, so this is what I think about hope. With hope, we have God's love. And with God's love, we have the hope to power through all kinds of situations.
Yeah, but how is that supposed to help me with this job?
Well, the way I see it is that hope is something you need, especially in these kinds of situations. Right now, you're distressed and overwhelmed. I think you just need to get your hope back.
My hope? Well, where did it go? I didn't even know I lost it. Where do you think it is? Does it smell funny?
No, it doesn't smell funny.
So it can't be you then, because then you would smell funny, and you may smell funny, but out of the two of us, I'm the funny one in this duo.
Well, I'll have you know that I think I smell pretty good, thank you very much. Anyways, where did you put that light I gave you yesterday?
Oh, it's right here.
Perfect. I'm going to use this. Can you see the light here?
I can see the light.
Perfect. This light is going to be our hope.
How's that going to work?
Let me show you. So, close your eyes.
Like this?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Can you see anything at all?
No.
It's very dark, right?
It's pitch black.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. It's really dark. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what to do. Where do I go?
Okay. Don't worry. It's just your imagination.
Oh, that's right. I'm in complete control.
Okay, so in that dark tunnel,
Yes.
imagine the little light I talked about.
That little tiny thing right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now keep walking towards it. Is it getting
Okay.
bigger?
It's getting bigger.
All right, now keep walking towards it. Is it
It's
getting even bigger?
It's getting even bigger.
Okay, now run towards it. How is it now?
Oh, it's so big, it's filling up everything.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what you need. You can open your eyes now.
Wow, that was amazing.
So that is like hope. Hope is our way through, like a light. Do you remember Paul?
Yeah.
Well, Paul used that same light. He had the hope inside of him because of Jesus. Jesus helped him power through.
So then how did Paul get the power to have hope? I mean, how did this give him that power? Does it have batteries? I mean, did he use AA or AAA? I mean, I don't think he plugged it in. There was no electricity back then. That much I know, Kate. So where did Paul get this power for hope?
Well, like I said before, the Bible isn't powered by batteries. Paul had the power of God inside of him. That's how he was able to power through with hope.
I don't understand.
So Jesus, no. I'm going to have Toolman Tim actually help us out on this one. I think he might be able to explain it to you a little bit faster.
Yeah, it'll probably save a lot of time and energy on my part.
So, Toolman Tim, can you help us out one last time?
Please?
Hey there, Kate. Thanks for stopping in again to talk to your old pal, Toolman Tim. So I understand your friend there is having a little bit of trouble finding hope. And that's a tough one. Sometimes things in life can be so hard that it feels like there's no hope at all. Like the time my cousin Eddie tried to learn to play the accordion. Now there was a hopeless situation. Anyway, by now your friend is probably learning how to use her new tool, the Bible, pretty well. Well, it takes some time to get really good at using anything. So there's always more to learn. Like, for example, did you know that the Bible gives us tons of stories about how Jesus' power can help us have hope? It's true. In fact, there's one story from the Bible that illustrates that point really well. It comes from Acts 27. Now, when we last left our friend Paul, he had been arrested and was being kept in jail for over 2 years. Well, eventually, the people in power decided that it was time for Paul to take his case to the highest court in the land. So they put him on a boat with a bunch of other prisoners and prison guards, and off he went. Well, if you know anything about boats, you know that there's a whole lot that depends on how good the weather is. And in Paul's case, the weather was bad. Really bad. So bad, in fact, that it looked like the boat might flip right over and toss everyone on board into the sea. And while everyone was running around crazy trying to figure out how to save the ship from crashing into the rocks, Paul said, "Don't worry, guys. An angel of God told me that everyone on the ship is gonna be safe, even if we end up crashing into an island." Well, wouldn't you know it, just a little while later, the ship crashed into an island. But every person on the ship swam to shore and was safe, just like Paul said. See, Paul knew Jesus, and he knew that when Jesus sent one of his angels with a message, well, he could trust that message, because we could trust Jesus. And because Paul knew Jesus, he knew how good Jesus was, he wasn't afraid. Instead, he had hope. Can you imagine being on a boat that's about to tip over and crash and saying, "I know that Jesus is good, so I don't have to be afraid. I have hope." Boy, that's some kind of faith. But that's exactly the kind of faith that Jesus allows us to have. Just like Paul, when we find ourselves in an impossible situation, knowing Jesus means that we can have hope. So when you find yourself feeling afraid or nervous, or if something scary happens in your life, you can stop and remember, Jesus' power helps me to have hope. Hey, it worked for Paul, and it's worked for me. I bet it'll work for you too. Give it a shot. Well, thanks for stopping by again. You know, now that I think about it, I bet my cousin Eddie could use a little bit of hope right now. He got his beard stuck in the garbage disposal again. Think I'll go remind him that Jesus' power can help him to have hope. Oh, and I might need these. Well, it was great chatting with you guys again. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, thanks, Tim. So now I'm guessing that you have it all figured out perfectly?
I do. Remember that little tiny light?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like a floodlight now. Everything is illuminated. All the things I've learned over the past 4 days finally make sense. It's all come together.
That's awesome. And I'm guessing you have a pretty cool object lesson to go along with it?
Nah, not this time.
What? Really?
Ah, just kidding. Of course I do. I actually have the perfect project. It's called the Boisterous Bonkers Bouncing Boo Bubble Bucket Blower.
The boisterous bouncing boo bubble bucket
Yeah,
blower?
don't hurt yourself
Yeah,
trying.
so-
Let me just show you.
Okay.
This is my Boisterous Bonkers Bouncing Boo Bubble Bucket Blower. And I've got over here some regular bubbles. Let me put on my work gloves here. I'll just start with one. All right, let me get these bubbles. Now, these bubbles are really great. I love to blow bubbles. And bubbles, they remind me a little bit of life. We love to just be floating and have everything go our way. And when things get hard, they just pop like that. And I think that's what we struggle with life sometimes. When things aren't fair, when things aren't going our way, or when something really sad happens, we miss that feeling of floating in air like a bubble. And so what we try to do is we keep trying new ways to have that same feeling. So we keep blowing more and more bubbles, hoping that this time they'll just stay up in the air. So maybe it's things like being the best at something, like the best at sports or school. Or maybe we really are seeking people's approval, and so we want to get on social media so we get likes. But no matter how hard we try, we just can't keep those bubbles up, and they pop. Now, with Paul, it was the same thing. Before he had that amazing encounter with Jesus, he was just blowing regular bubbles. But once he met Jesus, and once he started to follow Jesus, Jesus offered him something entirely different. And that's where this comes in. So let me get my next glove out. All right, I'm gonna take the lid off of this. And gonna pour in some of really great bubble solution right over here. Now I'm gonna pull out something that's really cool. Literally, really cool. So we're going to imagine that this dry ice is Jesus' love and his power. Look at all of that there. And now we can see what's inside of here. This is Jesus' hope right here. And now watch what happens. We're going to blow entirely new bubbles, okay? And these ones are going to be filled with Jesus' hope. Look. You can just see it in there, getting bigger and bigger. And now instead of those bubbles being empty, they're full. And look, now I can hold it. Now it doesn't pop because it's full of Jesus' hope. Isn't that amazing? All right, now I'm going to pop it on purpose. And that's what it looks like to have Jesus' hope inside of us. It's his hope that can help us through hard things. And that, my friends, is what we call hope.
Awesome job. You know what, kids? That reminds me.
Wait. I think we should do it together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it is the last day. That makes sense.
Yes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, Jesus' power helps me have hope. And you all come back with, go, Jesus. Hooah. Are you
All right.
ready?
Yeah.
Count of 3.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Jesus' power helps me have hope. Go, Jesus. Hooah.
I love
That
it.
was awesome.
Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we count backwards this time?
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Jesus' power helps me have hope. Go, Jesus. Hooah.
All right, we got to do it one more time, but I'm going to spice it up. Instead
Ooh.
of doing 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, we're going to do 7, 4, 9.
Okay, maybe you should count that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
7, 4, 9.
Jesus' power helps me have hope.
Go, Jesus. Hooah. I love it.
That was so great. You know what, Kate? I cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done to help me. And I've really learned so much. I'll take that now, thank you. I've really learned so much over the past few days. And the most important thing is that I've learned that Jesus' power helps me through. And because of Jesus' power and love, now I know that I can be brave. I can be strong. His love is going to change my heart. And most importantly, I can know that I'm always loved. So I'm going to take all of this with me, and I am on my way now to becoming a super builder. All right.
Awesome.
You just call me if you ever need a super builder.
I will.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Rachel. Oh my goodness, she finally was able to figure it out. That is what real transformation is. Rachel finally learned about God's great power, and I'm hoping you guys learned some things about God's love too. Now, I should probably go check on Rachel.
What's this place?
Oh, no, not in Joe's office. Bye, guys.